So there are big changes to Vitaly's case currently in the Philippines, and oh my goodness, there's a big change to his appearance. A lot of things are going down, and honestly, I cannot wait to see this because there is a lot more new information. And so you guys have linked this over to me. I can't wait to see it from Legal Mindset. Let's see this video together, man. Let's see what's going on with Vitaly now.
Vitaly has had a big change, and we're going to talk about that
You're
right
looking
now
different
on the Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney, and this is a fast facts video, a quick and dirty version of the latest news regarding nuisance streamers. In this case, Vitaly in the Philippines, but we also cover Johnny Somali and many other, let's say, interesting characters around the globe.
They are interesting, for sure.
In the case of Vitaly, we last left off, in case you've forgotten and gotten behind, with Vitaly begging for bail, begging to be released from jail, begging to be let out. That was denied. That was turned down.
Oh, I didn't know it was denied.
Indeed, we had, following up along with that, news that both Russia and the United States do not want to accept him for deportation.
It's
Russia
done.
Explicitly coming out and saying, do not pull a Vitaly, condemning his actions, telling Russian citizens, Russian nationals not to behave like Vitaly.
Imagine your own country basically going against you and being like, yeah, guys, we don't own this dude. Or, you know what? At this point, you guys can keep him. We don't want to set him as an example of what we do as Russians. Imagine your own country doing that, how that must feel. On top of the fact that he has no steroids to, keep his testosterone up. And on top of that, on my last video I reacted to, I saw that he was basically begging the Philippines to get out, and they were doing the Bible method. By the way, check that video out. But he was basically trying to say that he's been reading the Bible. Hey, man, I changed. Come on. Like I said, crocodile tears. We will not believe that. We will not sit here and pretend like he's telling the truth within 2 months. We've seen, and also you should check that out because it shows you in depth exactly all the years he's done things exactly like this and lied countless times and has not changed. So please check that out. But I didn't know that it was actually denied, his attempt to basically show the Bible, hey, let me out, this and that. That was denied. So it didn't work. It didn't work.
Very much strongly coming out against Vitaly, whereas the U.S. saying, look, simply, we're not going to take this guy. So his hope was cut off for deportation. But today we had a big photo op as he changed custody. So a lot of people have been focusing on this, and my whole inbox has been full of photos like this. Which is a photo of before and after.
Oh, so my goodness.
Here we have a photo from when he was just detained. So when he was just brought into custody.
What did I say?
You can obviously see he's got a lot of bulk on him.
Deflated.
And then you've got today, the fresh photo on the right. You see he's lost a lot of that bulk. He's slimmed down a lot. You can see it in the face. You can see it in other parts of the body. Now, look, there's no indicators that he is unhealthy or that, once again, he's, received any sort of bruises or beatings or anything that
of course not.
Many of the Vitaly sympathizers have tried to say is going to go on in jail.
Yeah, that's also another thing I wanted to touch on. For example, he is like looking like this, and a lot of you guys are saying it's because he's barely eating anything, not even a cup of rice. Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you. What really is going down is when you're on steroids, you're very inflamed, right? Inflammation all over you, which is why you get real big when you're on steroids, right? And in his case, a combination of, maybe food died down, but also a big factor is the steroids. It will deflate him, deflate you like crazy. I mean, you can even look at like Arnold, for example. Arnold Schwarzenegger, like he has the same exact concept. Bro deflates, right? And he's obviously openly said he's on steroids. I don't know if Vitaly has said that, but he clearly is. That's not even a question. But you can see this is a big, big, big showcase of him deflating because of no steroids being used. And boom, there you go.
However, yes, he has lost weight, and most people that are familiar with this think, well, if he's was on or using something that was performance enhancing, some sort of gear, that might be a very simple reason why he's cut down that weight, because he's no longer got access to whatever sort of supplements, testosterone, steroids he was taking.
That's exactly what it is.
On his own while he's in jail. He's not getting any special treatment where he gets to get geared up in jail.
Exactly.
Now, while I think this is an important photo, and I think this is something that people need to see, people need to be aware of, what I actually think is more important is not him slimming down, although that is something to note.
Yeah.
but actually the change of custody. And this is very intriguing because the change of custody actually shows us that this is something that is going to go on for a long time. So he's
Oh,
actually
dude.
now under BJMP custody. So the Bureau of Immigration, BI, on Monday said controversial Russian streamer Vitaly Zorovatsky has been transferred to the custody of the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology,
So it gets worse.
BJMP. In a statement, Commissioner Joel Anthony Viado said Zorovatsky was transferred to BJMP on June 11th due to the local cases he is facing in the Philippines. He noted that the foreign vlogger will remain in BJMP's custody until the resolution of his court cases, after which he'll be returned back to the BI for deportation. According to Viedo, Zorovatsky previously requested for temporary release through bail, but no such relief was granted. It's not just a matter of administrative procedure. It's about protecting the integrity of our immigration laws. He added that foreigners who abuse our hospitality and violate our laws must face the consequences.
That's what I've been saying.
The Bureau is resolute. We will not allow our deportation process to be undermined by publicity tactics or legal maneuvering.
Yes.
No special treatment will be given.
That's a big thing because a lot of you were saying he's going to try this. Vision, don't even talk about this anymore because, he's going to be let out soon. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. They are clearly, vividly saying to you right now, listen, guys, we will not allow this process to be undermined by publicity tactics, like the whole Bible thing and other things like that, and trying to just give him, he's struggling, and then the legal maneuvering to trying to get into loopholes or anything. None of that's gonna work. No special treatment. Boom. So that case is closed because a lot of you guys did say that. Some of you guys were saying that. And it's not happening. So
Vitaly said he tried to say, hey, no, I'm going to be a good boy. I'm going to behave. I totally won't run away. I totally won't flee. I'll totally be great when I leave. That was denied. He is a massive flight risk, an absolute flight risk, which is something that is a primary consideration when you're considering, hey, if you're going to let somebody out on bail or not. Now, the important thing here in the transfer from the BI is we do not expect the U.S. or Russia to be coming and swooping in.
Nope.
They would have not made this transfer if Russia or the U.S. was going to come down and was going to, perk him up and deport him and take him right away. If that was going to happen, he would have stayed with the BI. He would have been gone. But the Philippines clearly has information, clearly is in the know, clearly has gotten the message from both the Russia and the United States that they do not want Vitaly.
It's embarrassing.
They're not going to accept him, and they're going to keep him in accordance with their local procedures. So he's now going to...
Guys, he's 33 years old, by the way. He's 33 years old. You heard that correctly. And he's been doing this. Imagine this. The 33-year-old arrested for insulting Filipinos while filming his contents. That's ridiculous at 33. Come on now, bro.
Be kept in a jail where they would process local cases where they're going to deal with locals. So this is something that shows us that he will be prosecuted under Philippine law. He's not going to get special treatment as an American. He's not going to be sent to America to deal with whatever he would deal with there, which probably wouldn't be much. If he'd be deported, he probably would just walk away in the United States.
Yep.
That's not what's going to happen here. He's going to face the full justice in the Philippines, and he's also going to face the process, it seems, as it would normally proceed. So he's going to face it like a Filipino that would have broken the law, like anybody else that comes to the Philippines and breaks the law. And I think
special.
That's absolutely the right way to go. I think the Philippines once again takes a giant W on this.
Absolutely.
But I want to know, what do you guys think about this? And what do you think about Vitaly's weight loss? What do you think the cause is? Let me know in the comments. Smash it.
By the way, I absolutely agree with him. I think this is a massive W because this showcases you a great example of a majority of places wasn't doing this, right? And of course, maybe the first time, okay, let's relax. Maybe he'll learn. Maybe we'll spook him. He didn't get spooked. He did it again. 2 years later, he did it again. 3 years later, another country, he did it again. 3 years later, another country, he did it again. Another 2 years later, he did it again. Sometimes he would do it 3 times in the same year. Check out my recent reaction where I did it, and it shows all of the times that he's done it, by the way. Things like this. And he's just gotten progressively worse. This in the Philippines was the worst one. And what's scarier is imagine if the Philippines just let him go. Like a lot of people were, sympathizing and trying to say just let him go. Obviously, I think a lot of the sympathizers are now dying down. Like they're realizing like, oh, we shouldn't sympathize with this guy, because when you look at his track record and a lot of the other times he's done it, especially in other countries, and abusing that fact that he'll go in for a little bit, be sympathized with, let out, do it again, even worse. Look at his track record. And on top of that, it isn't just consistently doing the same thing. He got worse. He got crazier, reaching for the gun on a security guard. He's never even done something like that before. He got progressively worse because he got more comfortable with the thought that, oh my gosh, I can get away with this. And then I can just use the sympathizer tactic. And on top of that, use my crocodile tears. Not crying because of my actions and I actually regret it. I'm crying because I got caught. Okay? That's why. And I can't believe that I'm being used for an example. My own country, Russia, won't take me. United States won't take me. That's what's going on, bro. Hey, stupid meets stupid. This is what happens, y'all. Thank y'all for watching, man. I really appreciate it for everything. Honestly, hey, a lot of Vitaly stuff is going on. And honestly, just watching this and giving my own thoughts on this, especially with the stuff that he's done in the areas that I have been in the Philippines, kind of hurts, because it scares me if I stayed even a month extra, what would have happened. You know what I mean? Like him being there maybe ruined my experience. It's horrible. He's ruined it for people who actually are living there currently too. Like, that's just a different story. Thank you guys for linking this over. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it. Hey, till next time, guys. Peace.
How good you been living? Wait, how good you been living? I've been living too good for you. I've been living too. Did what I did and I do it again. Every move that I make, I ain't feeling repent. Nobody believes to believe it's a friend, and you question your moves like you really won't end.